looks like it's time to start talking about responsible gun ownership again. Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Given current events that just recently happened dealing with the shooting of a congresswoman, I can't help but to say that it is an extremely sad day. It's a sad day to watch somebody who is mentally unstable get their hands on a firearm. I'll be the first to say also that it almost seems like this person was fed what I would have to say political bullshit from organizations such as Fox News, from people such as Bill O'Reilly, Glenn Beck, radio personality Rush Limbaugh, as well as this little Miss Sarah Palin with her targets and with her lock and load statement on her Twitter. Responsible gun owners, at least I, as a responsible gun owner, like I said, I do own a firearm. I own several. Know for a fact, during discourse, the last thing you do is grab a weapon. Why would you want to, I mean, in the arena of politics, unless all else fails. I mean, literally, there would have to be a collapse in the complete system. The last thing you ever do is grab a weapon. Obviously, this person was mentally ill. I mean, I've been to his YouTube channel. I've seen his videos. And the guy had extreme mental issues. Now, I will say, as a owner of a firearm who stands for, the right to keep and bear arms, and I'm not a member of the National Rifle Association, nor do I ever plan to be, but I do understand they stick up for the rights of, to keep and bear arms. On the other hand, I think weapons are too freely handed out. I know in Michigan you can pretty much, the day you want a weapon, you can go and pick up a purchase card, take it to a gun store, have the gun store fill it out. You take it back to the sheriff's department if you live in the county, the police department if you live inside city limits of Saginaw, the city and county I live in, and pretty much pick up the weapon. Same day, no problem. But on the other hand, they also do background check before you even get the purchase card. The one thing I have an issue with is why don't they have mental status in these background checks? And why isn't this nationwide? It just seems like it's, even in today's age, it's just way too easy for anybody and everybody to get their hands on a weapon. And a lot of wrong people are getting their hands on weapons. I would rather use this weapon right here before I ever use this one. Because I would rather make my points hurt or sting with logic rather than sting with deadly force. Another thing I want to say is, before I even remotely go on my heart goes out to all the victims of that tragic incident. It's a shame it happened. But this is where I have to stand and say, look, once again, look, people. You don't, it's like you don't understand. The first thing you're willing to do is run for this. This is going to get you in a lot of trouble first and foremost. This will get you in more trouble than you could ever fucking believe if you go for this first. And it seems like people like Fox News, Sarah Palin, Glenn Beck, Bill O'Reilly, they don't give a fuck. They don't care because they're smart enough to know they don't grab the guns. They just incite people who do. They don't give a flying fuck about you or your rights. They're paid off. With the political bullshit going on nowadays. Load up your guns. Lock and load. Don't retreat. Bullshit. All just bullshit. Think first, people. And then rethink it again and rethink it again before you ever pick up a fucking weapon just to start shooting people. It's fucking retarded. I have said this in other videos on my other channel. This is at all else the last resort. And it just seems like it seems like people out there just don't get it. They don't care. They'd just rather start fucking emptying rounds into human bodies. And meanwhile, Fox News tries to explain it the fuck away. Oh, don't look at us. It's not our fault. Which is something I just seen in this bitch's fucking bitch. The poster's not a bitch, don't get me wrong. But Fox News bitch. Trying to explain it away. Like it's not their fucking fault. And the thing is, you know what? It's going to make getting a weapon, period, harder for the legal people. For people who are legitimately trying to own a firearm for legal reasons. This is just going to up the ante. The NRA is going to have one hell of a fight coming up soon on its hands because of shit like this. Anybody remember when the Brady bill passed? The huge ban on assault weapons? Same death. Same thing. And all it takes is just having people's mental records put on computers, linked to their criminal records. And the guy was a criminal to begin with. He had issues with, or run-ins with law enforcement before. Not 100% sure on the story of what run-ins, or what the run-ins entailed, but nonetheless. It just seems insane to me that people want to grab weapons first. And it seems even more insane to me that people in the media want to promote it. I don't know. All I can say is look up the shit yourself. Think about it for a minute. Because making your point with this is stupid. About all I got to say. I'm Ron, and I'm out of here.